The quiet before the burn. I wasn't supposed to be there. Not alone. Not on our anniversary. But there I was, seated in a dimly lit corner booth at Marcelli's, a quiet Italian bistro tucked off 8th Street, trying to salvage a night that was meant to be special. I had made the reservation weeks in advance. The same table where I asked Lena to be my girlfriend. Later where I proposed. That place held memories. An hour before I left the house, her text came. Disaster at work. Emergency project. Can't get away. Can we reschedule? So sorry, babe. I didn't argue. I simply grabbed my coat and went anyway. Maybe for the food. Maybe for the wine. Maybe because pretending nothing was wrong still felt easier than admitting everything probably was. I asked the hostess for something private, and she seated me near the back. Low lights, soft jazz. Peaceful. For about 10 minutes. Then the laughter started. 2 guys at the next table, drunk and loud. One was mid-story. His voice sharp and familiar. She was a total knockout, wedding dress and all. I nailed her that afternoon. Poor bastard husband didn't have a clue. Clueless. My fork paused in midair. I didn't need to turn around to know who had said it. The voice belonged to Damien, my best man. The guy who stood beside me on my wedding day, steadying my nerves. The guy who held the ring, toasted to forever with a glass raised high and a voice thick with emotion. And now here he was, laughing like a frat boy about betting someone's wife on her wedding day. And not just any bride. My bride. I sat frozen, pulse hammering in my ears. He kept talking, still unaware of me behind him, mocking the dumb husband, grinning as he recalled how he slipped away during the reception for a little bridal room celebration. I didn't feel rage. Not yet. Just a numb, slow-dawning horror. That day, our wedding day, had seemed perfect. Crisp October air. Sunlight glowing through stained glass. Lena in delicate white lace that made her look like something from another world. Damien had clapped me on the back minutes before the ceremony. You did it, man. She's something else. His hug lingered longer than most. I thought it was emotion. Brotherhood. Now I wasn't so sure. He had stayed behind after the photos, said he was feeling lightheaded. Lena was getting ready in the bridal suite. I was outside greeting guests. What I didn't know was that while I was shaking hands, she was unzipping a dress 10 feet from the altar. That night, she'd complained of exhaustion. Said the champagne made her sick. She curled up in bed and whispered, asterisk, I just need to sleep, asterisk. And I believed her. We were newlyweds. Why wouldn't I? But now everything tilted. I left the restaurant without saying a word. My hands trembled not from cold but adrenaline. 'Cause I knew. Finally knew. And I wasn't going to confront her. Not yet. I went home and pulled the wedding files. The raw folder from our photographer. Not the glossy album. I clicked through image after image until I found image / on 91. Damien. Standing behind Lena. One hand low on her back. Leaning in. Whispering something that made her laugh and look away from the camera. The intimacy between them was unmistakable. I checked the timestamp. 2:57 p.m. The ceremony started at 3:15. Then I remembered the venue had security cameras in the hallways. I still had the wedding coordinator's contacts saved. I sent a fabricated request for anniversary footage for a slideshow. She replied within hours. Damien entered the hallway near the bridal suite at 2:43 p.m. He exited at 3:05 p.m. No one had ever questioned those 22 minutes. Till now. A week later, I found her old phone in the back of the closet, the one she never fully wiped. Most messages were gone. But in the cache remained a single photo. A blurry mirror selfie. Damien. Shirtless. In a hotel bathroom. The date stamp matched our wedding day. This wasn't a slip. It wasn't a mistake. It was premeditated betrayal. A secret affair climaxing on the day she vowed fidelity. And Damien. He skipped town a month after the wedding. Claimed a new job in Seattle. Lena stopped mentioning him completely. as if he'd never existed. But ghosts don't stay buried. I stared in the mirror that night, not to see myself, but to say goodbye to the man who trusted too easily. The next day, a new man woke up. And he was ready to burn it all to the ground. Step 1. Smile like nothing's wrong. I brought home roses the next evening, Lena's favorite coral pink peonies. She looked up from the couch, surprised. For me? Of course, I smiled. I missed you last night. Her eyes flickered, that brief, involuntary flash of guilt. The kind people wear when they think they've gotten away with something. I kissed her cheek. Whispered plans of a weekend escape. She lit up. We need that, she said. Time to reconnect. Exactly. Step 2. Lay the financial groundwork. Over the next 10 days, I played the role of doting husband. Breakfast in bed. Good morning text. Couple selfies. But behind the curtain. Asterisk new bank account. Asterisk paychecks rerouted. Asterisk joint credit cards closed. Asterisk her name quietly removed from everything. Asterisk legal documents backed up in a neat folder. Step 3. Plant the doubt. One night while she showered, I left her iPad open to a relationship forum thread. Asterisk. Is it cheating if it happened before the reception? Asterisk. Minutes later, her footsteps slowed on the stairs. Hey, did you read this? I asked, feigning disinterest. What? The iPad. Never mind. Just people being dumb online. She smiled too quickly. And that's when I knew. She thought I suspected. But not enough to act. Asterisk asterisk. Perfect. Our weekend escape was beautiful. A secluded coastal town. Ocean air. Rain. Laughter. And then, on the final night, as the sun sank into the sea, I handed her a small wooden box. Not a gift. Reckoning. Inside a USB drive. This, I said calmly, contains everything. Photos. Security footage. Messages. You know what it is. He paled. Said nothing. You have 2 options, I continued. 1, I file. Go public. Your boss, your friends, everyone sees what happened. Or 2, you walk. Quietly. No fight. No claim. Just disappear. The silence between us stretched like a taut wire. You don't mean that, she whispered. I do, I said, rising. But don't worry. I won't ruin you. I met her eyes. You did that yourself. She packed quietly the next morning. Left behind her car keys, house keys, and every ounce of leverage she thought she had. Word spread fast. Damien messaged me 2 days later. Hey man. Heard some stuff. Can we talk? I ignored it. Then came another message. And another. Then an email. I forwarded everything, photo included, to HR at his firm. 2 days later his LinkedIn showed, open to work. Lena tried to spin the story to friends. But once they learned Damien was involved, sympathy evaporated. Even her maid of honor messaged me. I had no idea. She used to brag about how perfect you were. Yeah, I replied. She just wanted a better mirror. The divorce was bloodless. She didn't contest a thing. Didn't want the documents read in court. Didn't want the evidence shown to a judge. She walked with nothing. Kept the house, the peace, the truth. And Damien, he vanished. Again. But I hope every mirror he passes reminds him of the day he thought betrayal was clever. They always forget that loyalty doesn't mean weakness. That silence doesn't mean surrender. Sometimes silence is just strategy. It's been over a year now. The house feels wider. Not just cleaner, honest. No lies hiding under the cushions. No guilt pacing in the walls. Lena reached out once. Subject line, asterisk, I wish we could have talked. Asterisk. I never opened it. Not out of spite, but because some stories don't deserve a sequel. Some people don't deserve closure. Only consequence. And silence. Forever.